Hello and welcome to today's video where we are checking in, reviewing the past week and setting intentions for the coming week. Through this 365-day daily video challenge here on YouTube, I have been working on making sure I implement things every single day that I want to have in my dream life. Things like fresh air and movement and just doing things that I enjoy. Because I find myself so easily distracted by all the responsibilities of everyday life, and the next thing you know, you look back and months have passed, years have passed, and you're like, what have I done? What have I actually done that I've enjoyed? What memories have I made? So beyond just getting things done that I need to do, I want to enjoy my life. So if you're with me, hit subscribe, let's get into it. This week I am actually making a list because previously when I used to do this mastermind, I actually kept a list on my phone, but then now when I restarted, I have had to go back and watch previous videos in order to figure out what did I say I was going to do and what do I need to do for next week. Last week, I'm just going to reiterate, whenever I have something that I need to do that I don't want to do, I try to do it as soon as possible, because the longer you hold those things over your head or in the back of your mind, the longer they bother you, or the longer you have to worry about them, the longer you have to stress over them, and the more they overwhelm you because they start stacking up on top of other things. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner it goes out of your mind. I am very unimpressed with myself that I took so long to get that toilet fixed. It should not have taken that long. But anyways, that is finally checked off the list. Toy is gone. And I think I mentioned last week I did my 10 minutes of taxes, and I returned the old phones that at the very last minute, and it was starting to get stressful at the end because I meant to go and I kept forgetting and I kept forgetting and I kept forgetting, and then I was like, shoot, the date is gonna pass and we're going to have to pay the money that was supposed to be a discount. Anyway, that's taken care of. That's over and done with, thankfully. I also called Spectrum and there's a credit on my account, so I think they're supposed to send me a check or somehow send me that money. That was so dumb. I shouldn't have put it off that long. It literally, I called and the automated system said, there's this much credit on your account. I was like, cool. I made such a big deal out of a tiny little phone call. And then I was also just visiting with family a lot this past week, and I started now getting back into a routine after they left last Friday, Saturday. So it was like a few days with them and then a few days of routine. And I still, obviously with this video being late, I'm still not quite on my routine. I need to catch up and get back so that tomorrow's video hopefully should be back at the normal time of 5 p.m. Eastern time, which is 4 p.m. Central time. I think I mixed that up the other day when I tried to say that. So you can see me back here every day at 5 p.m. Eastern. This coming week, the snow is melting like crazy and the basement here starts to flood when it gets to springtime. So I need to clean the basement floor. I am gonna spend another 10 minutes on taxes because you know what? Those big hard things, they get done by small baby steps. Even if you do like a bunch of things all at once, like a big chunk of time, it's still baby steps, right? If you cut it down, it's baby steps. So I think 10 minutes is gonna help. What other things do I need to do right now? Okay, so I think those two things is enough for boring have-to-dos. I am going to try something new this week, and that is make yogurt at home. I have never made yogurt. I have witnessed yogurt making one time and I was like pretty removed from it. I was kind of just like, oh, what are you doing next? Oh, what are you doing next? But I wasn't involved. My sister has been making homemade yogurt, but like super thick. It's almost like cream cheese. Like, oh, it is so good. It's like eating cheesecake if you eat some yogurt and homemade granola. And she left me some homemade granola when she visited. And I am so looking forward to eating that homemade granola on homemade yogurt. It is too good and so healthy. Way healthier than like actual cheesecake or other sugary things, and I'm trying to cut down on sugar. I'm going out of town again. I have a work trip scheduled. I'm gonna be gone for a whole week, so that's gonna be like part of this week and then part of next week. So I'm still not gonna cut out sugar. It's way harder for me to travel and cut out sugar or like be careful about my diet. Obviously, I can be better than sometimes. Like I can be careful, I can make better choices. And it's totally possible, but it's harder to start on no sugar when you're not in your normal routine. So it's not yet, but just to mention for future. I have been having a sore back again, which honestly, I think it's just an overload of sugar. I just really need to remind myself that every time I eat sugar, I should say, do you want a sore back? And if the answer is no, then don't eat the sugar. So simple, right? It should be so simple. Like Jocko Willink says, Jocko Willink. Yeah, junk is not food. It is poison. That donut sitting in the break room, it's just poison. It's not food and it's not healthy calories. It's poison. So if I can just remind myself that and eat yogurt and granola instead of the donut in the break room, then I should be better off and I shouldn't have such sore back, right? All right, I try to keep my lists of to-dos minimal, but since I have 2 boring ones and 1 like new thing, I'm gonna add 1 more thing that's a little more fun, interesting, and that is, should I do like a, I wanna do this every day type of thing? Oh, guess what? It is my birthday coming up in this coming week. So for my birthday, I am going to, I need to like treat myself to something or buy myself a gift or like celebrate in some way. Do something special for my birthday, that's what I'm gonna say. And while none of these things are related to my overall year goals, I'm still kind of doing other things, like I'm looking for a van to buy. So that's on my yearly goal list, but I just don't really need to write it down as a weekly to-do type of thing because I'm already just doing it. Maybe next week I will actually take a look at what my goals are for the year again and add something in to work towards those a little more purposefully. But I am interested to know what you guys are working on. Let me know in the comments if you want to. It's totally free. It's totally awesome if you guys connect with me in the comments. I really like to connect with you, and it's kind of hard to connect if I'm just the one talking and nothing is coming back. So if nothing else, like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.